hate being live. But yeah, we're another day, another dollar. And by that I mean $160 today, and I only worked like probably like 5-6 hours, something like that. Don't really know. I can check if I for that. It's kind of fucked at the moment. I'm driving. I don't want to go on that while driving. But yeah, moral story is Uber pays good money. Ew. Made $40 on one ride basically earlier. It took me 20 minutes and then paid me $40 cash, so I'm not taxed. Ew. Don't tell the feds though. I'm just joking that of course I'm paying my taxes. But yeah, just another day, another dollar. Going home, gonna get some beans or something. I'm hungry. Unfortunately, Taco Bell's closed. It's like fucking 4:30 in the morning. But yeah, gonna go home, soak it up, have some beans or some shit, and beans, and then yeah, just enjoy life. By enjoy life, I mean have a smoke and try to numb the pain. Numb the pain. You promised me you never grow up, but you fucking grew up. So much But yeah, just another day. Same shit every day. Patreon policy, and I'll get flying fuck. No one had like one Patreon subscriber. I don't even think he's probably still subscribed. And if he is, thank you. But at the same time, all I do is crush bugs. It's a weird fetish. So, good for them. At least it doesn't hurt anything. We're home. Yo, someone that I Uber drive today left their fucking car keys in my car and haven't fucking called me yet, so I don't really know what to do with that. I'm just gonna hold on to him, I guess, until he calls me, and then I'll drive him my keys back to him, I guess. Plus, I'm pretty sure the dude, I'm not sure if it's him or one of his friends, because it was a whole fucking carpool. I hope it's one of his friends, because one of his friends lives in Green Bay. But he lives like 3 hours away, apparently. So if it's his car keys, he better call me soon, because otherwise, good fucking luck. Shut up, Luna. You. No, it's Brant. For the record, Jews are intelligent people. I was just cracking a joke and being derogatory for comedic purposes. And by that, I mean for myself, because I find it funny. You guys are like, that's rude and offensive. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Promise me you'll never give up. I miss you second. Another day, another dawn. I'm getting mad nibbles in here. My aphorism. I'm getting mad nibbles in here. Nibbles. Nimbles.
Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of thimbles. Thimbles are things that go on your thumb when you like get poked by a needle. You know, when you get bent hard, as we say. When you get bent hard and you need a thimble. Ew. But no, when it comes down to it, I don't know what the fuck you mean, homie. But it's okay. We're just big vibing right here. We're getting Stony Baloney. We're gonna play some Baldur's Gate 3. I'm playing as Greta the Dark Urge, so I'm gonna just like circular some fuckers. Did you know a dragon struck you again? Oh, Dragon! That fucker. Yeah, yeah. No, I didn't know that. I mean, what does he have to say? Anything interesting? I mean, if you could like sum up what he has to say, so I know if it's worth. No, fuck it. You know what? Yeah, yeah. You know what? After this, I'm gonna flip. I'm on my phone right now, but I will go inside after I'm done getting high and go on my laptop, and I will scout out his channel and try to find what video he responded to me on, and I'll do a live response. Fuck it, why not? It's not like I'm doing anything better at 4:30 in the morning. I just got done Uber driving, made $160 in like 4 or 5 hours, so that was good shit. That's a good use of my day. Making the big bucks, over 20 an hour. I think that's like 30 or 40, maybe 60 an hour. I don't know what the fuck it is. I wasn't really paying attention to the math. But it's good money. All I know is it's fat bucks. Yeah, 30 times 5, so it's like $35 an hour about. Yeah, I was getting paid like $35 an hour on average. That's good shit. Too bad money doesn't make life worth living. The only thing it does is preventing suffering on the net whole. I'm finishing now with my penis, he says. For the record, to anybody who's watching, I was reading the screen. See, I'm not finishing my penis right now. That would be a little weird. I only do that on my OnlyFans. Yeah, I do have an OnlyFans. Yeah. First announcement on this channel. I do, in fact, have an OnlyFans. Will I call out what my OnlyFans name is? No, you can figure that out yourselves. Slash, you'll never figure it out. You'll never figure out my OnlyFans. Now all the weird people that watch me crush bugs are just gonna be sitting here like, God damn, he has an OnlyFans. Please let me know. I just want to see you crush bugs when you're naked. And I'm gonna be like, God fucking damn it, why am I alive? So probably shouldn't have called out that I have an OnlyFans. But now that I do, my fate has been sealed. Now I'm gonna now it's destined that I'm gonna be forced to crush bugs with my cock. I already subbed to it. What the fuck? Be there. Lordy. To be fair, there is someone subscribed to my OnlyFans. I have like 10 subscribers. I think. I don't fucking know. Let me see. How many subscribers do I have on OnlyFans? Yeah, I got 10. I got 10 people following me on OnlyFans. Though I'm sure like a couple of them are just like follow the follow of a shit, which is a good way to get followers. Follow the follow. Remember that. It's the old classic, the fiend technique. Hey babe, if you follow me, I'll follow you. Ooh, ooh. And then you get your numbers bumped. You'd be a hoe for views. I mean, I guess the whole thing of OnlyFans is being a hoe for views. I mean, it's kind of the business. It's a business model, baby. I'm a hoe for views. And also ethics. On YouTube, I'm a hoe for ethics, and OnlyFans, I'm just a hoe. Dragon, sick of his name dramatized. He is threatening to leave. Like, leave life or, like, leave YouTube? I mean, I'm neutral on either one, but still. community. Dude, you got me cracking. You got me cracking. Don't do that to me while I'm smoking. You got me cracking up, man. One, nepotism and antinatalism community basically broken up already. There's hardly a community. It's pretty much a inner war that's just trying to like fight another war. It's just like the most convoluted, like fucking horrible shit ever. Just trying to have this community be a community. Two, this fucker tells literally every person in the community to basically off themselves, especially if they're not vegan. He's like basically just like off yourself right now. So I don't really think he's a part of the community. Even if there was a community that was firmly grounded, I don't think he's really a part of it. He's kind of telling everybody in the community to kill themselves and not really giving any valid reasons why. He's just kind of like low pro-mortalism, kill yourself. And he's just kind of advocating the community to do it, not really like random people who are like actual assholes who probably deserve to die. 3, fuck this guy. I want him to leave. He's a dickhead. And 4, I don't really think there's many people that are talking about him. Like I don't really pay attention to Dragon. Like honestly, I have more subscribers than him, and I don't even have that many subscribers. So it's like I don't think there's that much drama going on. Like I literally advocate for hunting animals to extinction. What does that mean? I mean, are you in the camp against Steve Godfrey? What? Well, Steve Godfrey's a prick. He takes things out of context and just kind of is an asshole. Transgender camp. Well, if you're asking my opinion on what transgenderism is, I'm dating a trans girl right now. I think transgender is a mental illness? Hey man, I'm dating a trans girl, but don't tell her I said this ever. But when it comes down to it, being trans is technically gender dysphoria, which is a mental illness, and over 50% of people who are trans have suicidal ideation. So it's probably a disorder of sorts. Man, it's not really healthy for you for the most part. I mean, statistically, you end up dead. So, but at the same time, I don't really give a shit, man. Like treat people like people, man. So don't be an asshole. Basically, don't be an asshole. People are people. People are always confused about their identity, whether it's their gender, their purpose in life, whatever the fuck it is. And a lot of people kill themselves, so it's kind of irrelevant. And anyways, suicide is logical. So when it comes down to it, transgender people kind of probably fucking understand life a little bit more. Like they're more in tune with things. Maybe who fucking knows? Is it a mental illness? Probably, but I'm also mentally ill as fuck too. So who cares? Just gonna farmer's blow my nose like a fucking asshole. Everybody is watching us like that's disgusting, and I'm like, I know. Otherkin. I've heard of what otherkin is. Is that like animal spirits and shit, like where they think they're like a dog or like a wolf or some shit? I think they should go and attempt it, okay? I think they should go and attempt and try to fuck a wolf or a bear and see how it works out for them. That's what I think. Interesting, yeah. Oh my god. Okay. I think they should go get and pee in the hydrant and public and see how that works out for them. See if society really embraces that. You know, like I want to see them. I genuinely want to see them attempt that in public. Like I just want to see them get mauled by a fucking wolf and arrested for peeing in public. Like I like fuck these people. They're crazy. I genuinely think they're insane. Like they are insane. Like you think you're like his boss. Like yeah, like, I don't know. Like if there was like a person, if there was like a bunch of people in the room, and like one of them was Hitler and one of them was a Wolfkin, I would probably kill the Wolfkin for. No, I'm joking. No, just joking. I'm joking, or am I? Don't worry, I'd kill Hitler afterwards. He's still an asshole. I'm not a Nazi, but you know, I'd kill the Wolfkin first, just because me and Hitler would at least have a laugh. You know, we'd be like, ah, yeah, fuck that guy. Oh my god, you're Foxkin. I am so sorry to hear this. I'm sorry for you. But no, it's understandable. I mean, foxes are pretty cool. They're red, they're sleek, they sneaky, they scream. I like to scream. So it's just like, you know, foxes are very relatable. I understand what this fox saying. You know, there's a whole song about it. I hope you're joking. I generally hope you're joking. But if you're not, I mean, to each their own. Everything I said was just a joke. Please subscribe and like the video. Don't actually advocate for genocide against kin of animal kin. I just think this is a little weird. I like the tails. I like tails from Sonic. There's Jonathan. I'm aware. I'm aware. It's kind of a meme online of like, you know, yeah, it's a meme of the Sonic the Hedgehog porn and stuff like that being a thing. So yep, I'm aware. I hate that it's a thing and I hate it's a meme, but you know, to each their own, you know, sometimes you can just do it. Hey man, I can't judge, okay? I've literally jerked off to a video of a bunch of like ex-friends like stabbing like one of their friends to death on like a beach and just like, you know, like fucking like making fun of her corpse as she like bleeds out. And I was just like, yeah. So when it comes down to it, I've jerked off to like people get their heads ran off like trains, strangulation videos online, terrorist decapitation, like all these things. So like I cannot judge anybody for jerking off to a little bit of Sonic porn. I've jerked off to some like horrifically gruesome stuff that might make fucking Jeffrey Donald blush. So yeah, I mean, like, hey, when it comes to grotesque violence, I love it. So when it comes to people just being a little weird and liking a bunch of like fuzzy blue-haired tailed things, I can't really judge. I mean, I can judge, but I wouldn't have a reason to judge. Like it's just like I could be like, that's weird, but I also acknowledge that what I like is weird. I'm like, your stuff doesn't cause harm, and my stuff doesn't cause harm. So I guess we're both in the boat of being weird and not causing harm, but being very taboo. So I'm gonna be like, that's weird, but I'm not gonna judge you, I guess. So at least not in like any moral sense. So I'll just be like, that's weird. I won't judge you morally. I won't call you a dog fucker or anything like that. Now, there's some dog fuckers on this channel, though. I know that. I know there are people that watch this channel that want to fuck dogs, and I know you are. You are here watching this. I have beef with you. We'll hash it out though. As long as you don't actually fuck dogs, you know. I mean, like to each their own, I guess. But if you want to fuck dogs, please don't. Please don't. Leave the pussy alone. Is there a telekin? Is that like a telekinesis pelican? No, I'm kidding. I mean, what is a telekin like? Like, like telekinetic kin? Ah, love it. Feel it in my chest. Burnt. Who's who's Caro? I have no Promortalism. Fuck you, mosquito. Okay. Maybe Teletubbies. Teletubbykin. I think I just died on the inside, bro. Someone out here actually wants to, or someone out here identifies as like the man inside the suit of the Teletubbies. That's pretty deep. I don't understand them, but someone's just like, I want to be the green Teletubby. I identify as the man in the suit. You know, fuck, like, hell, I don't understand being the Grinch more than I understand being the Teletubbies, but hey, you know, fuck it. If you identify as being a Teletubby, I'm not gonna judge you. I'm just gonna think you're a freak of nature, and that if there is a God, he's truly cursed this world. But when it comes down to it, I'll you do you. You're not harming anybody. He thinks they're attractive. Okay, but why? But 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 why? Is it like the roundness of them? No, man. I don't. Gone too far. Humanity needs to stop. I just asteroid, please. 2024. Asteroid, please kill us all. I'm not saying this because of you. I'm just saying this. Like, I'm just like disappointed in the world. Like that evolution did this to us all, but we cursed ourselves with like being attracted to like Teletubbies and like decapitation, like fucking like what is up with this? What is up with this species, man? What is up with this species? What is wrong with these people, man? What is wrong with us? I'm too hot. You know, fuck, I'm not high enough. I'm taking another hit. I just said I'm too high. I lied. I'm not high enough. Mom. These motherfuckers talking about fucking Teletubbies. Hell yeah, brother. You know, evolution made my face beautiful, man, but my mind is a decrepit place. I mean, okay, here's the thing. Base God. Yeah. Like, the world may be a beautiful place on a subjective level, but that is beautiful because of evolutionary means of like being like green is flourishing and stuff like that. Basically, everything you think is beautiful in Gucci is just here because evolution wants you to rail somehow, and understandably so. I mean, I understand the urge to rail somehow. I mean, but at the same time, evolution shines to chill the fuck out because we got like parasitic worms burrowing for people's brains and stuff, and like fucking weird ass fetishes and like fucking like pelicans and shit. Like, what's up with pelicans? They're like birds with like this giant sack on their face. Like, what the fuck? What about Christian? He's majestic. Who the fuck's Christian? I've heard of Christian, but who the fuck is Christian? Is he an artist? No. Is he the guy that draws the Sonic? Like, is Christian the fucker that drew like the fucking Sonic comics with like tails and shit? Is he the Sonic porn dude? Is he the Sonic porn dude? Another Ken? He identifies as a Pokemon creator. I don't know what that means, but okay. Okay. He identifies as a Pokemon creator. What? You know, I guess if we're identifying as things for a long time, I still do technically, but if Christianity is ever proven true, I identify as the Antichrist. How about that? If religion or God is ever proven to be existent, I am sorry to inform you all, but I'm probably the Antichrist here to wreak havoc on Earth. My mission to sow destruction, the end of religion, the heathenism flourishing, and just destruction and wrath being spread upon this earth. Yes, but that's only if Christianity is true. Otherwise, I'm just a benevolent force wrapped up in many convoluted emotions, just a normal human being, basically. Eminem said he thought he was an antichrist at one point. Hey, that makes sense. Most ethicists, I imagine, just have that part in the back of their brain, just like, am I the fucking antichrist? Like, I literally just hate everybody. I hate myself. The only thing in person I respect is basically myself. And even I hate myself. And I just want every single thing to suffer on this goddamn bloody planet. I want every single atom of their body to be lit on fire and just destroyed 1,000 times over. I want them to just. I want people, mothers. I want fathers to see their children get their heads crushed by rocks, and then I want to strangle them. You know, I'm just like the most evil motherfucker on the planet. But at the same time, I care. At the same time, I care about you and me and your suffering. I don't want you to suffer. I want you to suffer, but I don't want you to suffer because I'm an intellectual and I understand that your suffering is not good because I don't want to suffer. And your $5 is equal to my $5, so therefore your pain is equal to my pain. And if I don't like pain, I shouldn't like your pain through logical means. But at the same time, oh boy, do I just love a little bit of bloodshed in this world. So yeah, it's just like I'm the most evil motherfucker that you can like basically imagine. Like my fantasy is just like beyond horrible. It's horrifying place in the scroll mill, let's just say that. But like even I'm sometimes depressed by how like brutal my brain is. I'm just like, damn bro, you need to chill. But at the same time, it's just like I genuinely care. I genuinely care. A little bit, just a wee bit, just a wee bit. I care, just a wee bit, not enough to, not enough to really make it so I'm like constantly doing things in the street. I'm doing activism like once or twice a week. I could do it every day. I'm sure I could. I just don't have that much care. I care more than most people, but not enough. Everybody could care more. Marco, you soggy boy. Look at him. He's adorable. I'm gonna turn the light on. Look at him. It's my boy Marco. He's the best pro-mortalist I know. He kills like at least a couple critters every week. He kills more critters than I do, don't you? And that's why it's worth it to have you. Also, you're adorable. A little eye boomer in your face, bro. It's gross. But yeah, gotta love it. It's just a beautiful world we live in, full of chaos. Every emotion contradicts themselves and stuff, and nothing makes fucking bloody sense. But, nah, there's no but. It just fucking sucks. But, we can make do. You can watch content like this. You can enjoy yourselves. You can jerk off. You can eat mashed potatoes and like mushroom gravy. That tastes pretty good. Fuck yeah, it does. Oh, that was out of nowhere. Christian made love to his mama. Okay. Um. Well, I'm just gonna not call it love, and I'm gonna call. I'm just gonna say, guy had incest with mother. That sounds more accurate to me. Um. Yeah. From. Okay. So, as I say for everything, don't fuck your parents, or your pets, or minors, or minors because they go into coal. I mean, I'm just cracking a joke. But yeah, basically just don't fuck anything that can't consent, or is fucking making you be fucking not a person that can consent. Because I mean, basically, if you don't fuck anybody that can't consent, or if you can't consent, don't fuck somebody. So if you're underage, don't fuck anybody. I mean, I guess you can fuck if other people are underage too. I guess I don't really care. If you're 16, you want to fuck another 16-year-old, or you're 17, you want to fuck a 16-year-old, I don't care. I'm not gonna judge you. But if you're 16, don't fuck adults. If you're if you're a child, don't fuck your parents. That's I'm trying to think of the word. I'm just struggling to think of the word for the last minutes. I'm just rambling. What's the fucking word? Coercion. It's coercion. So yeah, it's coercion to if a parent fucks like one of their children, that's like coercion. It's like kind of it's like basically like what's the word when you like try to raise grooming? They're grooming you basically. So it's like either either they groomed you or you're raping them. So either way, it's a no go. So don't fuck your parents. I mean, to be fair, Freud may have a point. I mean, to be fair, if people are attractive, they're attractive. But at the same time, it's just kind of like don't fuck your parents. Now the ethics of fucking your parents are different. Now that's different, okay? So now we're gonna go into ethics because step one, establish not cool. It's just like how it's basically the same thing with like everything. Like the only thing that's wrong in the universe is causing pain. But there's some good rules to follow, okay? You want to follow some rules to minimize pain. So consent is a good value to hold, even though it's just an instrumental tool, stuff like that. So the ethics of incest, though, a little more nuanced because it's like if you have a kid, already unethical, antinatalism, all that stuff. But there's a lot of risk of deformity, which means even more pain generated for that child, even more pain generated for the parents and raising the child and all that stuff. So basically, a lot of risk factor in having incest because that's the reason it's wrong is because the fact that you can have produce a child that would be deformed, and also the whole like grooming aspects as well, depending on which relative it is, I suppose. Then yeah, if you're like infertile, it gets a little bit more interesting Because if you can't reproduce with your parent, or if you're like, you're say gay or something, you're like fucking like like your brother or like a cousin or like your dad or something. I don't know, minus the grooming aspect. Then I guess like it's a little bit different because you can't reproduce. Then at that point, it's like if you have to take in the fact that like grooming might be a part of it, but if grooming's somehow not a part of it, like it's a cousin, then technically there's nothing immoral about it because you're not actually causing any harm in the universe. It's just two consenting people that have known each other, that like each other, have attraction, and cannot reproduce. So there's going to be no real harm coming out of it. So it's like, you know, I don't advocate for it. I would say like if someone did that, I'd be like, yeah. But at the same time, there's nothing unethical about it. So me being like you doesn't really mean a whole lot if it's not unethical. So it's like a prostitute shitting in a dude's mouth. It's like, you, but at the same time, it's like nothing wrong with that. So yeah. Now we've talked about incest in the channel. That's great. I haven't talked about incest ethics yet. That's cool. That's cool. We haven't talked about ethics of incest, but now we have. We've talked about bestiality. We've talked about rape. We've talked about everything basically in this song. Now we've talked about incest. That's cool. Another one off the list. Are you Richard Sucker, the man who made MGTOW Sucks? No. I don't know who that is. My name is Brant Gill. You can see my name right there. Brant, BRANDT. Like right next to the antisocial evilist thing. So, it's my name. The name is Brant. Always has been. Maybe you always will be. Who knows? I'm an identity nihilist, so who knows what will happen. Maybe I'll be a complete different person and want to be named myself George or something. I don't know who this person is, but I assure you, I am far more attractive than whoever that is. I don't know who Richard Sucker is, but look at this fine mane I have. I'm slaying out here. So no, I'm more attractive. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, I have no clue what this guy looks like. I'm just a narcissist. So does he have sick tattoos? Huh? No, no. I got sick tattoos. I got Ellie's tattoo from The Last of Us. I got cherry tree up here. Got an hourglass. It's leaking blood. Got a bunch of cool tats, bro. Does he have cool tats? No, he doesn't. What do you think about vegan foot slider? Don't know who vegan foot slider is. Is that girl that yelled at me and said that I'm a troll, even though I wasn't trolling, was generally asking a normal question about ethics of hunting? She was like, "Oh my god, a troll!" And I'm like, "No, I'm just a negative utilitarian." So people just don't understand ethics because people are a bunch of dum-dums who think everything's about rights, despite the fact that they violate like a bazillion rights every time they drive their car from one destination to another. Basically, my thought on all vegans is the same. Very admirable, and they're correct in 90% of everything, consequentially speaking. If you're a vegan because of rights, I have beef with you. But I think you're a good person. because of the consequences of your actions. I don't think you're right in terms of your ethics. I just think you happen to be doing good things for the most part. If you're a vegan because of utilitarianism, we agree on like 99% of things, but they still think that like giving birth is good and Gucci probably, so we probably have some gripes. I'm a negative utilitarian, they're utilitarian. So they probably think that like a lot of things they probably think death is bad for the animal, but they probably wouldn't have a really good reason why. They'd be like, oh, well, the pleasure it misses out on, despite the fact that like there's really not that much pleasure in the world, not much you can point to that's really that positive. That's not really just taking care of a need. That's not like just pushing closer to a neutral point. So it's just like, yeah, I mean, I guess it's just looking at if you're a vegan because of negative utilitarianism, now it's just like I want to prevent things from coming into existence. I don't want to hunt though because it's personal to me. I just don't. I guess don't have the effort, or I can't do that. It's too hard for me as a person. Then I'd be in full agreement with you because I myself buy only products that are vegan slash plant based, but I go fishing. So I'm pro hunting, I'm pro fishing. Death is horrible in the wild. It's full of torture and brutal long times, like years of suffering just to be killed in a like torturous way. So it's like I'd rather just hunt an animal out of existence. It's easier for them. It gives me some calories. It's cheaper for me. So it's a win-win. But when it comes down to it, do most vegans agree with me? No. Like unless you're a negative utilitarian vegan, you don't agree with me probably. I mean, maybe a utilitarian might, but most vegans say that hunting is always wrong. So I have gripes with vegans in that sense because wildlife suffering is vast and very intense. And it's not going to just go away if we don't do something about it. Now, if we genetically engineer things out of existence, that's pretty cool. I'm all in favor of that. If we hunt things out of existence, that's also something that I'm in favor of, and it provides calories for us. So it's a win-win. Do Not Watch is just a silly hippy dippy asshole who's just trying to get views, in my opinion. But that being said, no, that's about it. Yeah, he's just an asshole he's a skeptic and everything, and just tries to make woo-wah arguments to win and get views and, have a little religion. You meditate, man? No. Done it a couple times. It's all right. When I'm on psychedelics, it's basically ego deathing. It's kind of like meditation. I've done plenty of research into meditation. It brings your brain into a psychedelic state. It's really healthy for you. It reforms neural pathways, recorrects addictions, and a bunch of things like that. So I highly recommend meditation for people. But do I do it myself? I can't be arsed. I don't really care. As a negative utilitarian, should I be meditating? Oh, 100% Life is pain. And the less conscious you are, the better. But I'm a hypocrite, motherfuckers. I like to be a hedonist. I like to get high. I like to get stony baloney. Going to sleep is basically meditation also. So it's like I just sleep whenever I want to meditate. So just going and being like, let me just think about stuff. I'm just like, fuck consciousness. Goodbye. Any evil out there. The evil is in sensation, my friend. Evil is pain. Pain is what is bad. The only way you can defeat evil is by defeating yourself and defeating every other thing that's alive that can feel. So meditating won't do shit. It'll just make it so you just ignore things, I guess. You know? Everything else will still be suffering. And even you'll be still suffering on some level, but less so. Doesn't really fix anything, though. Okay, as you can't just say it will, you have to explain. Ah. Yeah, it's all caused by the mind to some extent. Everything is like a byproduct of billions of years of evolution, kind of causing random atoms to basically take on awareness of themselves and start to seek out other atoms and combine with them and take on their energy and steal it. So, yeah, I mean, it's all part of the mind to some extent. So, by meditating or ego deathing, you basically limit your pain. But at the same time, you're still there to some extent, unless you're dead. So, you can't really completely shut down the mind until it's like brain death. So, there's always going to be some level of awareness and suffering. So, ever watched the Danny Shine interview about spiritual realm? No, I have not. Is it still worth watching? You give tips on how not to reincarnate? Well, I don't think Danny's the Buddha, but I mean, pretty sure I have a book called about Buddhism. It's about the bullshit version of Buddhism, though. It's some fucker from my Christian college I used to go to, Saint Norbert, was just like, "Oh, you gotta read this book. It's called Radical Acceptance. It'll make you understand, man, that you just gotta accept everything. If your best friend got raped, betrayed by everybody in their life, and blasted, then basically downed a bunch of pills and fucking OD'd, you should just accept that. The more you accept things, the better. Better is for you, of course. And I mean, if you accept things and just ignore everybody, it's not good for them. I mean, they're just bleeding out in front of you, and you're just like, I accept this. It doesn't really help anybody but you. But that's what matters, right? Me. Be a narcissist. Hell yo. That's basically what that book was like. So I stopped reading it right away. But yeah, when it comes down to it, yeah, Eastern religions, man, I'm all for them, but probably don't get your tips from Eastern religion from Danny Shine. Probably just look at like Buddhism or something, and like directly. But because I don't think Danny's gonna help you not get reincarnated. And when it comes down to it, reincarnation's bullshit. You're not gonna get reincarnated as like a frog or anything. When it comes down to it, atoms cannot be created nor destroyed. Okay, my friend? Your brain here, it's the hardware. The software is who you are. You are the software, and you're very temporary because the energy that is their software is constantly in fluctuation. ATP, the energy of your body that makes your brain do those electrons shooting around, signals, constantly being sent out, dying, being expelled from your body, and then your energy is being created again, sent to your brain to make more stuff. And it's constantly being expelled. You are constantly creating new neural pathways, and your energy that is you is in fluctuation. So, when it comes down to it, are we really going to reincarnate? Not really. Like, kind of. Like, our like nothing can be created nor destroyed. So your energy that is you is going to be taken up by other things, but in a way that's happening right now. Like right now, your energy is being expelled and taken up by other things. You don't need to die for that to occur. So, in a way, you're being reincarnated, via identity nihilism and energy expulsion and the enclosed universe like stuff. So you're constantly dying and being reincarnated through different organisms, my friend. It's just the nature of life. So death isn't that special. Well, death isn't that special from a reincarnation point of view. It is special in the sense that, like, the vessel for which suffering is allowed to exist in is being destroyed. And so, in that sense, suffering being gone is a good thing. So, death is a good thing. I mean, having no vessel for the suffering, because you need the hardware for the software to function. So, even though the energy cannot be destroyed, it'll always be there. It needs hardware to basically manifest in any meaningful way. You need to like create an identity. Basically, you need to have it create software. You need experience to be generated with that energy. So yeah, so long as a body's not there, a catalyst isn't there, that's great. So death is a good thing, but at the same time, from a reincarnation point of view, we're constantly dying, we're constantly being born in like a weird way. So from a pure Buddhistic physicalist universe type of thing. So the way I look at it is reincarnation in the traditional sense of Eastern religion is just silly billy stuff. But reincarnation from a physicalist point of view is very plausible and scary. Just as scary, if not almost more so. Hope I didn't scare anybody and give anybody some existential dread. But yeah, you're constantly dying, my friends. Every single, just as like the ship of Theseus goes, like if you replace a plank and you replace another plank and you replace another plank, is it the same ship when you reach the shore if every plank's being replaced? It's the same for our bodies. Our bodies are constantly, your cells are dying off, your neural pathways are being reformed, all these things. So it's just like, are you really the same person you were 10 years ago? Are you really the same person you were before you started watching this video? That's it's kind of just like probably not. I say probably not. So, given identity nihilism, you're constantly dying. Given the closed universe, your energy is constantly being reformed by other things and taken in by them. So in a way, yeah, you're constantly dying and being reborn. Have fun with that information. If you're like, hey Brant, how the fuck do you live like this? It's because I'm a slave to my ideology and philosophy. All I do is live to prevent suffering at this point. Nothing else. I distract myself with needless things like playing video games and drugs. Other than that, I just live to prevent suffering. I just cannot wait to die. Sex, drugs, and alcohol. These things are good. But it's okay, y'all. It's just the will of God. Remember that. Everything that happened has been determined and is the will of God. I don't actually believe in God, a living God. I just believe that God probably created this universe and killed itself. In fact, what do you think about John Michael Ansvin? I don't know who that is. But who is that? I'll tell you my opinion on them. It's most likely Demiurge. I don't know, man. Like, just is this like an actual person? Because if it is, then he's just a dude. He's probably not the Demiurge. Maybe he's an asshole. I don't know. He's rich. He's probably a prick. Um, it's like, a biblical concept or some shit. Then I don't know. Biblical characters usually suck. I mean, Jesus was pretty cool. He was like a homeless hippie peace activist. I mean, I turned turned water into wine at parties, getting litty as shit. Jesus was a pretty cool man. I'd jive with that dude. Be like, yo, you the coolest Jew in all of Jerusalem. Yo, what up? But at the same time, like, probably no gods. There's demiurge. Oh, says you. I don't believe there. Here's the thing. I'm gonna prove to you that I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you think the demiurge is watching us? Do you think the demiurge is smart? Do you think it's intelligent? Do you think the demiurge is a big dumb dumb? Because if the demiurge is a big dumb dumb, I understand why the universe is here. But at the same time, if the universe isn't, if he isn't a dum dum or she isn't a dum dum, whatever, it doesn't make sense. Because premortalism, the idea that like nothing is better off existing due to the nature of suffering, to me it just doesn't make sense that like the demiurge would continue to exist. Like it would logically decide to kill itself if it can, or at least it would logically decide not to create other things due to the fact that like they're like its other things' pain is equal to its own. So it should logically not want other things to suffer, just as it doesn't want itself to suffer. But that being said, like we won't defeat it if we won't meditate. Or we could just not have children and we can spend our time wisely convincing people to not have children, and we can hunt, we can fish as to take out all mammalian life, and then we can blow up this planet. And then the demiurge has nothing. All it has is a rock that's on fire, full of radium and uranium. Just nothing, nothing. Nothing to live, nothing to suffer. And then it has just a rock to play with. No fun. But yeah, that's what I said we should do. Meditating doesn't do shit. It just does something for the individual. Still billions, quadrillions of bodies suffering via the demiurge if the demiurge exists. So it will create us again. Well, it can still create you again if you meditate, my friend. Like, if it has power enough to create you again, it can just smite you right in the spot trying to meditate. And that's why I don't believe in the demiurge. It's just you guys trying to have a woo-wah out for your suffering. You want to believe there's hope. That this isn't just a physical universe where everything's trapped in a cycle of death and rebirth via atoms reforming. You want to think you can meditate your way out of it, right? No, you can't. It's just billions of years of random chaotic events happening for no particular reason, and it just sprung up sentience, and here we are, suffering because of a brutal, random, chaotic game that has no real purpose, no end goal, nothing, just death, just consumption, just reproduction, addiction to the whole cycle of avoiding pain, and parasiting on each other just for all the means of that. So yeah, it's crap, as Mendham says. So it's nothing to. I don't understand. You objectify mind? Yeah, the mind's an object. The whole universe is an object. Everything is physical, my friend. There's no spiritual realm. There's no. I'm not a dualist. There is no soul. Well, I used to be a spiritual. I used to want to be a priest when I was a freshman in 8th grade and a freshman in high school. But then I grew up and I realized that this world is evolution. It's just chaos. It's determined. Nothing has any purpose to it. That if there is a God, it's dead. There's no reason for it to continue living. There's no reason for it to create. If it is perfect, it can have a perfect imagination and has no reason to create. Everything is existing inside of itself. It has no reason to do anything besides just use existence, the one thing it's never experienced. Hence, God's dead. Just with the aesthetic, you know, look at this glass of water. Very cool, Mirai. Wow, very aesthetic. Tastes better than it looks. Mm-mm-mm. Delicious. Link 182. Don't know G Dizzle. Don't keep up with Link 182. Testing 1, 2. That's right. Shooting in 3, 2, 1.
I don't have a favorite Teletubby. I'm an adult. I don't know any of them. Never really watched Teletubbies as a kid. No, I'm just being an asshole, by the way. But no, I don't have a favorite Teletubby because I don't watch the Teletubbies. Never really have watched the Teletubbies even as a kid. And if I did, I really didn't pay attention to their names. Purple's my favorite color, I guess. So the purple one. Don't know the purple one's name. Ooh, I had to burp there for a moment. Excuse me. You like the yellow one? Fair enough. I'm pretty sure the yellow one's a girl, right? I don't know. I know the sun's also yellow in Teletubbies. I remember that. I mean, unless it's like an orange color. I don't fucking know. Maybe it's orange. I don't really. It's like a giant baby's face, isn't it? Like it's like a weird baby that just like laughs or some shit. Like I don't fucking know. I haven't seen that show in years. There's some memes of it though. I know that weird ass Teletubby memes. Now y'all weird me out. I'm not sure. Did my mic just stop? Testing 1, 2. Yeah, it didn't. It's just making weird noises.
Cold, alone. That's my happy place.
Welcome to the School of Hard Knocks.
This is your champion.
Drinking cold ones before the match, making cold ones during the match.
I'm the jump master. You know, it should be fall master.
I'm talking to my OnlyFans subscribers about antinatalism and efilism because he said he wanted to have a conversation with me and that he won't get offended by about anything. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's talk about the ethics of having children. Just ruin your night.
This must be what a bullet feels like. Pretty cool. Scavenge some materials.
Thank you very much. Materials, mate.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
If we don't get our asses in the ring, it's going to be a bad day.
Testing 1, 2.
That's a Prezi for Fusey.
I don't fucking. I'm playing Apex Legends. Goodbye. Ending stream.